Hey, everybody, welcome to our episode of WOCA Style. Today, we'll be talking about the BET Awards, which were a huge disappointment. But before we get into that, just say hello to Sharita and Sonia,
Hey,
my
hi
co hosts.
everybody.
Um,
Hello.
I just have to say that it was a disappointment, ladies. Um, it says that it was our culture's biggest night, and they also did a tribute to 50 years of hip hop, which that was the only reason I tuned in because I want to see 50 years of hip hop. Like I'm diehard hip hop from back in the day. However, before I could even get to the tribute, I had to go through some ratchet, uh, low rent. It reminded
Low
me
budget.
of a talent show in the hood. And I mean, I'm probably gonna get some hate mail for that, but it was I was embarrassed for BET. And Tyler Perry has a lot of work to do. He really does. Because that was shameful.
Yeah, it'll
Well,
be interesting to see what it looks like next year because I know he just purchased a couple of interesting portions of the BET network, and yeah, I'm sure he was
I
watching.
wouldn't be too optimistic
really, why do you say that?
if I were you. I mean, seriously, what has Tyler Perry's brand represented so far that has been enriching to our culture, that represents the totality of our culture? He is very one-sided. Yes, he's come out with, even his dramas are very one-sided. It's overdone. It's Chitlin Circuit. What is Tyler Perry going to do with the BET Awards? Now he might cancel them because to give him the benefit of the doubt, Tyler Perry is a man of a certain age, and I don't think that most of us of a certain age really have too many positive things to say about this particular broadcast. And somebody
Well,
needs to
it's
define what the culture is, because this culture I'm part of.
Do you
well,
think
so
a lot of people our age actually watched?
I think they do looking
People
for
have
the
been
tribute to
generally
50 years.
watching.
So I think what we forget is the award show is to award new artists who have had successes with their albums, and so a lot of the music that was represented, we don't necessarily listen to, and so
True.
they're
Mhm.
now
Right.
getting their artists from TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. Like they're not your like just last year, Lizzo was at the BET Awards. Do you think Lizzo will show her face at this year's BET Awards?
Beyonce didn't either, and she won like three of them.
Precisely. So it's just I think there is a
Well,
change in
people
culture.
talk too about all.
There's a change in the culture, and the music that we listen to, hardly anyone is making new music that speaks to our genre. I
Not a
mean,
lot.
let's just be honest. Some of that stuff I can't even understand. Like it's just I mean at the risk of sounding like my mother, I can't understand a single word they're saying. So I mean, it's just not for us. But I did want to make sure that we talked about it because I was excited when they said we're going to do a tribute to 50 years of hip hop. I was like, yeah, that's mine. That's my jam. And honey, when I said, wait a second, this is just it was bait and switch.
Well,
So
I
the
think there should always be a theme. And so that you're right, bait and switch. The theme was 50 years. I'm excited. I'm thinking I'm going to see all my old school. I'm going to know all the words. They're going to dabble a couple of the new artists in as they should to just respect them. But
Mhm.
this was not that.
I almost wish they would have kept it separate Just keep doing your BET awards and then just do a 50-year tribute as a standalone. Because there's plenty of artists that would take up a whole hour.
Oh, easily.
So I don't know why they did that. But anyway, I want to get started and to show you some of the observations from WOCA.
Wow.
So apparently this represents our
Why,
culture.
Lord?
Well, I
Why,
said wow,
Jesus?
wow, and then I wanted to say why. So yeah, both of the above. And that young lady's pregnant.
She is pregnant.
Let us take a moment to pray for that baby. Okay. Amen.
And the lady on the right her name is Big Sexy. And she's got a stack of money. And
The money's bigger than Big Sexy.
But guess what?
$1.02.
She looks like she's all natural, which is, I guess, good. She doesn't have all the extra stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to find a positive in these young people. But this ain't it. Like you're at an award show and you're flipping the photographer.
Well, let me tell y'all this, and this is the funny thing, and I know I'm just being an old lady, but you know how cold it usually is in those events? I know they were cold. They not going through menopause. They not having hot flashes. They had to be freezing.
But if you looked at the audience, it did look like a sweaty mess.
Well,
it was a hot mess.
Well, maybe they didn't have the air conditioner.
Yeah,
on.
I'm not thinking BET didn't pump the AC. It's looking low budget.
Yeah. And so this is what was in the audience.
Oh wow.
Hey, that was what was on the
Like, is she
stage.
going to
I can
or
live
what?
with that on the audience, but that was also on the stage.
Well, when you're performing, you do want to stand out. You want to be edgy. You want to, but if you're in the audience, you're an invited person to come. You're supposed to have on your finest and look very elegant. This is screaming, I'm ratchet, but I don't know. I don't know who these children are, but
You know what? It'd be nice. These people are old. They ain't not no children. These people are over 30, so I can't even call them a child. These young individuals
Clearly, they cannot afford a
30 plus.
Well,
No, they probably have a stylist.
Now this to me right here.
Wow.
This picture is very troubling to me. So
it's actually very telling.
So the girl in the little bikini outfit and the stacks of dollar bills, she is singing a song called "My Booty Hole Brown, My Coochie is Pink." And I don't think she says coochie, but anyway, she's performing that song, and that man that's looking distressed, that's Bobby Jones from Bobby Jones Gospel.
Bobby didn't have no idea these kind of shenanigans was going to be going on.
But why was he even there?
Or he probably did.
Oh,
he probably went home with somebody.
Okay.
God.
I did not say that, Lord, but I am on this podcast.
Allegedly.
But I did not say that.
Right. Allegedly.
Oh.
Here's some more ratchetness. The baby hairs are out in full force.
Yes, they match.
Now that last photo sparked an entire brawl at the BET Awards. Apparently, this guy Uzi, what's his name? Uzi Machine Gun. He is in a relationship with somebody who is also a rapper. I forget. She's with the City Girls, the other part of City Girls, not the one that Diddy is linked with, but. She apparently went by where they were taking this picture and caused a whole scene. Called him all kinds of bees.
She threw her phone at him.
A whole brawl. Yes, and they were escorted out of the awards. So this is what was doing and why I'm not a fan of really this particular award show, but award shows in general have gotten a little ratchet, and a lot of people online complains about the fact, and bloggers and whatnot, that most of the people who were attending the award shows are reality stars.
Ah,
If you know, as you guys mentioned earlier, you know, you don't have Lizzo's, the Beyonce's, the A-list. They don't even bother with this award show. You have, you know, Jocelyn Hernandez, or again, who do we see? Krishan Rock, who was known for
I
being a
think,
bad girl. These are
well,
the these are the kind of people attending the award shows.
I think it goes back to a few years ago. Like, it has evolved into what it is today because of the past few years. Fights break out, shootings break out, guns being pulled. It's just like enough is enough. These A-list celebrities don't need a BET award, especially when BET was purchased by, I don't know who, some white organization, because it used to belong, I guess, to the Johnson family, and then they sold it and it became something, I don't know, it just went all the way left. And
Was it in
now
Viacom? Which was,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but it did take a shift. And it took a few years to get to this place, but it was inevitable. And the celebrities are weighing their options. Like, I don't need to be at this show. I don't want to take my life and, it's not a big enough venue for me. It's too risky. And I don't want to mess up my brand. And these
it's a
reality
threat
people,
to their life.
these reality people want to come up, and they look at it as that. And the more outrageous, the more naked, the more, and all of this that we're giving them is exactly what they want.
This is reminiscent of the Source Awards
Ah,
back
yeah.
in the day.
The Source. I remember the Source Awards.
Yep. And
Now,
it didn't
this
last
child,
long either.
I really want to send everybody at that show.
And it's probably a fake stat.
I could I could be your stylist. Let me help you, because this is not a red carpet look, ma'am. Let's not do this.
That's not okay.
Now, Tiana Taylor, I like her. I feel like she's more mature. I'm just surprised that she answered the phone to appear on BET's award show via cell phone, because they showed this on the broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So she sent her mom to accept the award on her behalf because she was working. Her mom was so excited, got up there, pulled her phone out and called her. And then this is what happened.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention that the writers were on strike.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another layer of unprofessionalism that's happening.
Exactly.
A lack of, leadership at this level.
Yes, that would be that right there. And nobody there to tell you, don't do this.
So, girls, this I call y'all old enough to know better. So Michael Blackston is 50 something. Lil Boosie, I think he might be close to 50. And
yes.
and Fat Joe is in his 50s.
Yes.
Now, on the red carpet, aren't you supposed to bring out your finest? Lil Boosie like he about to go play basketball.
Well, what's funny when you say that? On the red carpet, this carpet is pink. So maybe they were a little confused. I don't know, but even in that instance, yeah, they're, whatever. But still, it is an award show, people. You're supposed to wear your finest. And, Fat Joe, I know you're loaded. I know you got something better than your sneaks and your vest and your shorts.
I love the outfit. It's just the wrong venue. Like, it's very casual. It looks nice on him.
Exactly.
But no.
Yeah.
And I actually like Michael Blackston's outfit.
No.
If he was going to a concert, or if he was
if he was
performing. But you're on the red carpet looking like a clown. But
Yep.
he is a clown.
They're not park
let's
ready.
He's a comedian. He is a comedian. And if that he was having a show and it was, a part of his whole thing,
Yeah.
I get it. But
Yeah.
not this.
And this is another one what I say you old enough to know better. But Trick Daddy always
Oh
looked
my
sick to me.
God. Well, I don't expect too much from this
No.
character. Let's be
No.
real.
And how old is Trick Daddy? He's deep in his 50s,
Mr.
right?
Oh,
Game,
Trick Daddy's is in his 60s.
yeah.
Oh, no. 50s, 60s. He's lived a hard life.
And so did he perform? I can't remember.
Yes, he did. Actually, it was my first time really hearing him perform because I've only seen him on, the reality shows. But yeah, he did perform. Oh, he performed with Trina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. And so I like this couple. I think they're really attractive, but this dress is too little, ma'am. It's too little. I can see your nipple. Nipple gate.
That was a part of her outfit.
Like, don't do that. You don't have to do that because you're already gorgeous.
She wanted to go viral.
And she did.
I don't even know who she is.
Now, this one right here. Okay, I need y'all to look at this.
She got stuck in the tent while they were going hunting or whatever. She was in the forest. They were trying to close the tent up. What is that?
It's a velvet frock.
Wow.
And she's a reality star. And she also is she sings dance hall music. Her name is Spice.
Oh, that's Spice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Spice had some work done.
Oh, has she?
I couldn't even recognize her. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I normally see her with hardly any clothes, so this was really surprising to me that she had on all that.
Maybe that's.
And then the next lady, you can see her nipples, but I think those are pasties over her nipples.
Oh, I hope so, because they're really dark.
Natalie, her name is Natalie, and she has a reality show with Krishan Rock. I think she was in Bad Girls at one point, but anyway.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm trying. To your point, it's all reality show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this girl on the
Where
right, this girl on the right, I like what she was trying to do, but it failed. But it's okay, mama. Next time.
Ooh. Wow.
And then these are my worst dress.
I can see that. No words, no captions needed.
Yeah. So moving right along.
Yeah.
Now these are the Real Housewives section. Karen from Potomac made an entrance.
Yep. That's our clock. Yeah.
Even she didn't dress red carpet ready or pink carpet ready.
But she probably already knew. I ain't wasting my clothes on these shenanigans, girl. I'm gonna wear this. I'll be just fine. I'm gonna be the most covered up than anybody in there.
Well, Claudia looks gorgeous to me.
Claudia does. Shout out to the Dallas. She lives in Dallas now. So yes, Claudia's been bringing it. So absolutely.
Yeah. So she looks really good on that.
Looks wonderful.
And then, of course, here's
Eva,
which she's beautiful. And then the girl on the right is Coyle Ray. And isn't she the daughter of the guy who was on Love and Hip Hop? The guy with the no neck guy. What's his name?
I don't know who she is.
Neck. The guy with no.
Don't know who that is.
From Love Atlanta.
Yeah.
On there with VJ. He was his best.
Oh, the light skinned guy. Oh,
yes.
Oh, was that his daughter?
Yes.
Yes.
Name escapes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
curly
strange.
Curly hair.
Like they have really.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Learn
She's
something.
super cute.
Yes. Mm-hmm. What is his name? Yeah, they have a very rocky relationship.
Yes. Yeah.
But Eva's fashion is I don't doing. To me, Eva's outfit, and she was kind of getting dragged at social media, and with most of them, it's yeah. I think she could have made a better choice.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
he was
and she's
going through
very
some
proud of
things.
her.
Yeah, she definitely going through some things. She divorcing. I think
She's
she's trying to
going
rebrand herself.
through a lot of things, but
Yeah.
I mean, stay tuned. You're gonna. It's yeah. There's more to this story.
no, but Eva has never been fashion forward. She just happens to be a pretty girl. I don't think that
She's a model. What do you mean she's
no,
not
no, no.
fashion forward?
She
She's a
doesn't
huge.
own she doesn't own pieces that are necessarily fashionable. Now, when she's modeling, she wears the pieces
She
that are
has like a
giving her
really
and she looks
bohemian
fabulous.
style.
Yes. And
And
this falls right
she
into
and
what
she's
she
Uh,
extremely open about the amount of weed that she smokes a day. So she may be really high right now. She may not even know what she got
she
on.
smoke.
She smoke a
Did
lot
you
of weed.
guys She was on Ultimate Girls Trip with
She smokes
the, you know, the
a lot of weed.
housewives
Yep.
at Bravo. And yes,
Smokes
this
a,
is
yeah.
all she was focused on. It's like she had to excuse herself to go and
Yep.
do this. And she also she's a chain smoker, which a lot of models smoke cigarettes, which is kind of
Yeah.
crazy in this day and age. Um,
Yep.
but and for some reason she had she, you know, she saw the teeth out of her head because
She has
oh,
definitely gotten new
we lost her.
choppers. Yeah, I think she's still down there. I think she might come back in. But yeah, she definitely has new teeth, which are beautiful,
But I
and
didn't know she
white.
was getting a divorce.
Oh yes, that's a big deal. She got those three small babies.
What
Uh,
happened? Because he was the perfect husband, according to
well,
her.
well, when time, everything in due time. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Sterling was there. I was just surprised they were just such a opposite. He was a congressman, a senator, and then she, the Real Housewives, and he was. It seemed like he was very supportive of her. She had those two little beautiful little boys. She already had her wonderful daughter, and he adopted her. So he
Right. That's
was
what I
kind of
mean.
like her rock for a minute, but I think she just kind of got back out there.
I think that he might not appreciate all the weed smoking, being the fact that he's a politician,
Probably not,
you
not
know.
unless it's legal where they live, but they in the ATL, so probably not.
So that girl, Coyle Ray's dad is Benzino.
Benzino, that's exactly who Benzino. Okay, I didn't know he had a daughter
Mhm.
that old, but Benzino's old, so I should have. Okay,
Yeah, she's super cute. I mean,
yeah,
Benzino is, but he's always been trouble. Like he's
always,
troublesome. I
always,
can't,
always.
but he needs to mend that relationship because she's super cute. And then these are my picks for
Best dress.
best dressed. And so this is Kid and Play.
Yep.
They look, they look like the elderly gentlemen that they are. Not elderly, but
And you
more
know what?
mature.
It still got a swag to it, so it's not like
Hmm.
somebody's dad. They look great.
Yeah. And the girl in the middle, I think she looks fabulous. I love that dress. It's not revealing, but it's still very, very sexy.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Just
don't
enough. Yep.
I don't know who she is.
Of course you don't, because she's not ratchet.
she's she's super cute. And the
Yep.
girl on the right, I think this might be, oh shoot, what's her name? She won an award.
Oh, okay.
Um, but she's cute. This is a cute
Yeah.
outfit.
I
It's
love
really,
that.
really red carpet. It's
Yeah.
giving Hollywood glam,
The
which,
feathers, the
yeah,
metallic. I
the
love it. The
gloves,
hair. Yep. All of that.
the
Yep.
side hair, like all of that. Like
Hmm.
she understood the assignment.
She had a stylist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Woohoo! Buster Rhymes.
the
Buster, Buster,
Lifetime Achievement
Buster.
Award went to Busta
Yes.
Rhymes. And I like his little look with his ginormous
I
diamond
love him.
chain.
He's keeping it real. He's being very, very chic, very dapper. He's there for his award and the occasion.
Yes, he showed up
Yes, he
and
did. That
he's
pearly white smile.
looking handsome as ever. And
Yep.
he's in his 50s, right? He has to be.
At least.
Yeah.
Real true. Yeah. He's up there with us.
Yep. And then Sugar Hill Gang.
Gotta love them.
I like their performance. I was getting into it
Yep.
but the only thing I didn't like is they cut all of their performances short.
Of course.
Like, what? This is
It
supposed
was,
to be a tribute. Like, why would
I
you
know.
cut their?
Like they really, like you were saying earlier, they need to come back and just do a 50s tribute show. Just don't even include it in BET. Somebody with some money, don't need a lot. You could capitalize on just doing a 50s hip hop show. They should do it.
Right. And then Redman. He
Yeah.
did good.
He's definitely aging well.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, MC Light.
I
She
didn't
looks so
recognize her
good.
with the red hair, but
Yeah, she looks really
killing
good.
it.
She performed well. She was very
Mhm.
classy. I love it. Love,
Yep.
love, love it. Oops. Big Daddy Kane with his pajamas on, girl.
Stop it. Stop it. He looks good.
I love me some Big Daddy Kane now, but
He's
they
like,
only
it's
gave
past
him,
9 o'clock. When I get in the car, I'm going to sleep.
but they gave the man 30 seconds. I'm like, what? Come on now.
Yeah, all that practicing. You know they practiced.
And then here goes Master P. Make him say, na 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 na.
Don't do that. I
mean, he was good.
Yeah, he still has his son. He still has, his son to keep him.
Yeah, keeping him young.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
is that T.I.?
That's T.I., girl.
I know. I thought that was T.I.
Now, I love me some T.I. because he does some ratchet hip hop. He's the original, and I love him some. I love it, but I am so surprised that he showed up to this because isn't he considered an A-lister?
Sometimes, and then his wife gets in the way, and so it just depends. And then his kids, one of his daughters sings, so it just depends on what's going on.
Yeah, but he did a good job on his little performance. It was very short, but he did a good job.
He knew.
And then, of course,
D-Nice.
D-Nice.
COVID. If anything good came out of COVID for anybody, it was for D-Nice.
That's right.
Just totally reinvented himself with all of the battles, and he is still moving. He is still, he's capitalized on that. Good for him.
Yeah, and I love his humble spirit. He is he's a good guy all the way around.
Yeah,
and I'm
just glad to be back.
I would expect him to show up here because he represents everybody. Like he's not.
Yeah,
he's not
has
So I like that.
And he's humble and he's glad to be back.
But girl, hold on.
I heard they said the teleprompter went out and she didn't know the words.
Who don't know You're Simply the Best?
She didn't know them.
I have karaoke that song 1,000 times.
So in her defense, she probably did know it 5 or 10 years ago, but you got to remember, Auntie Patty is up there. So, I forget what's going on when I leave from the kitchen to the pantry. I don't forget what I left. So, yeah, she probably forgot the words. I probably would have forgot them too. So we're going to give Auntie Patty a pass.
Yeah, she's 80.
Yes, girl, right? She's doing good to be upper.
And look at her. She is gorgeous. So, I mean, we do need to extend Miss Patty or Aunt Patty some grace.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Nobody
at
83 could do what she's doing. Nope. Even forgetting because she kept it real. I can't see the words, and she kept going. She was very professional about it.
That's a professional entertainer.
Yes. So we will give Aunt Patty
a
pass. And show her some grace because we love her.
Fabulous.
But yeah, so overall, I think that the BET Awards were a hot mess. And I hope that Tyler Perry comes in and makes changes. But I think, like Sonia was saying, he also has his issues with presenting the culture in a positive light.
Everything is business. Remember that. Yeah. Everything is business.
So I hope that he comes in and he makes a more professional presentation to the world, because the world doesn't need to see us as what we just looked at.
Oh no, I totally agree. It was
And
a hot mess.
it was, and hopefully we can do better. So I just wanted to get on and talk about that, and find out what you ladies were thinking, because as I was my husband would walk in the room, he said, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "It's the award show." He was like, "What kind of award?" And so it's like we have to do better, and so that's why I felt like we need to get on and talk about it. I'm sure people feel the same way. I've been reading a lot about it, a lot of
Really,
comments. They changing it from BET to EBT. It's a shame. It really is a shame,
that
because
is so
started
bad. Oh
BET
my
was
God.
started for us,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have an outlet and, show talent and introduce artists and all the things that we didn't have the opportunity to do in mainstream media.
Well, there has to
But
be somebody in control and somebody in charge to say, yes,
yeah,
we can do that. Can we change that? Never to discredit or to uh make people think, no, no, you can't do that. No, that's terrible. But can we just it's artistic. It's artistically presented, but in a artistically different way, So
yeah, I just wish that, and I mean, I feel like there are 10,000 different things that they could have done to make this show
totally
better,
different.
because it was very talent show. It was very
You think it's
high
because the
school.
writers were on strike?
I don't know. But it just was not giving what the viewers need,
Deserved.
what we deserve as
Yeah.
viewers.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're going to lose a lot of viewership. Everybody on my timeline, I will never watch another BET award.
Well, here's the funny thing. It may lose a lot of us, but they probably had one of their highest rating shows, because those reality stars have a lot of followers. It depends on what they're interested in. Are you just interested in followers and clicks, and you know for them that's money.
Yeah,
I don't care if you don't like the other stuff. Go buy my
yeah.
stuff. Yep.
Like what speaks to our needs? Is it the Grammys? Not
And
really.
that's interesting. You make an interesting point, because the way it works today is not really about um marketing, um and I mean BET marketing to a particular audience by running commercials, doing these grand advertisements for the BET awards. uh just across the board, people are more or less relying on people with a certain following.
Yep.
If you're
Yep.
somebody that has 1 million followers, I don't need to pay for a Frito-Lay ad
Yep.
that's going to cost me. And this is why I say that BET is low budget, because rather than pay for sponsors so that they can properly present something that represents like the BET legacy, they're relying on Krishan's 2 million followers, these other reality stars, million followers. They're relying on them to do the advertisements for this particular show. And this is why they have prime seats. And this is really what is really become sickening, and why I won't watch, like I definitely will not watch types of award shows, because they really are, they're beneath all of us. Some are too young to realize that yet, but keep living.
Yeah. And I normally wouldn't, but when they said a tribute to 50 years of hip hop, hey, I'm in. Like I will try to check it out. But it was painful having to go through all the other stuff before I actually got to the very short tribute to hip hop. I was like, so it's interesting how we've kind of grown out of that type of thing, but now we have a void that that is not answered for what we like. And I mentioned earlier how we don't have artists who are making music at a rate that deserve an appearance on an award show. It's like Babyface has a new song out.
Yeah.
I'm listening to it, y'all listening to it, but like really, it's just I just feel like there's a void.
It's a different world, totally different world.
It is, and it's really kind of sad.
We're playing to the lowest common denominator
because that's where it's all.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
the money.
They've got the most followers. They've got the most likes.
The money.
I mean, because everybody wants to see a train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think about it. Everybody wants to chase the ambulance, see what happened, and have all the lookers. So yeah, I mean, it is. It's like, is it exciting? Is everybody talking about it? It's all about that mighty dollar.
Yeah. So, and I have to admit, before we leave, that I do follow some of those ratchet girls. And
I know you do. You knew all their names.
I mean, it's not because I'm like, oh, I want to get a naked dress like that, or I'm just like, Lord, what is wrong with these chicks? Like, where? Because I always wonder, where's her mom? Like, what is she doing?
Girl, her mom is getting one too. Are you kidding me? Please. That's the sad part. You don't know where these people are from, what their upbringing is. And I mean, I've not always been an adult. I've had my ratchetness too as a teenager, and I know what it means. But I think that we were at a advantage because we didn't have social media, we didn't have cameras in your face, we didn't have cell phones to capture all of that mess. Because I'm sure we all had some mess that we probably didn't want out there. But now you can't get away from it. It is wherever you go, you do it, we gonna see it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yep.
Well, I really appreciate your time because I wanted to talk about this so bad, but I couldn't. I didn't want to post it on social media because everybody else was posting it, but I really wanted to kind of put this message out and even kind of address the fact that something is missing for women of a certain age or even men of a certain age. Like our whole age group, we don't have, because I miss the glamour, the just, you have a certain air about you, like, that's what I miss. So that was a hot mess.
Yeah, we used to really watch it just to see what people were going to wear, and I couldn't wait to talk about it on the news. I don't even think they talked about it on the news next day because some of that stuff they couldn't even show.
Exactly.
But you're excited about. I know I love fashion, and I'm still a magazine girl. I know the internet is supposed to get on, but I love. I get 9,999 Vogue, Elle. I still get the Ebony, the Essence. I get all of them because I still love to touch. I still love magazines. I still like, what it represented. Just, I don't think I'll ever change that. But yeah, it was just totally different. And for all kinds of reasons, it'll be interesting to see if, things change because Tyler Perry has purchased the network or parts of the network, and it'll be good. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be really interesting. But hey, we're always here to discuss and talk and bring out those topics. It'll be interesting to also see what our followers have to say about this topic.
Yeah, so please make sure you comment below. Make sure you like and follow and subscribe and join our Facebook group because we'd love to hear from you. We're always open to discussing anything that affects us, and we'd love to talk about it. So thank you very much for joining us. Thanks, Sharita. And Sonia had to drop off. I don't know what happened to her.
A little technical difficulties.
Yeah, little technical difficulties.
Yes, but we were glad to see her tonight.
Yes. So thanks, everybody. Have a good night.